Hi everybody, good evening. I'm Shuchi Rumta here today to present the post-market analysis. Now, this week for some reason Vivek sir was not there, so I tried to take the session for you all. So, in case if you guys have any questions or anything, you can post it in the question box. I will be looking at it. And we will first start with the Nifty view and the broader market view, how it looks. So first, starting with the dollar index, that what is dollar index looking like? Here. So dollar index is trading at 106, and if I simply just hide these averages, we can see that the last 1 week dollar index has been trading between 105 to 106.5 levels, which it's maintaining. That's kind of decent. There is no such implications or any specific signals from this particular chart. Overall, the trend is definitely bullish, but it's right now in the consolidation mode, right? Next is if I have to talk about crude oil, which is again a very, very important aspect of the equity as an asset class. So I would like to highlight that it has broken this very important support, that is 94.93. In fact, if I just have to plot my averages, it has broken the 200 exponential moving average, which it had been taking support on, and it is convincingly trading below the 200 moving average, right? So the 94 level was the 200 exponential moving average, as well as the multiple support levels which crude oil has broken. Now, crude oil breaking down overall, if we see, that yes, it is going to be positive for the equity as an asset class. What is the next level which we can expect crude oil to test? 84.7 levels. This is the previous swing high which it can test. In fact, if I draw a Fibonacci level here, the 61.8 support has also been broken. So definitely we can expect 84 levels on crude oil, right? So if crude oil is going down and dollar index is being maintained here, it is definitely positive for the equity as an asset class, but not on a day-to-day basis. What is equity as an asset class looking to us? Let's discuss Nifty's chart. So let's start with Nifty. Now, I want to open the monthly chart first because I always follow a top-down approach, right? So what is the broader trend of Nifty? Yes, it was a big bull market with a sideways consolidation and a flag-like structure which is forming on the monthly charts. Okay? And in the month of July, if we see, after first time in the last 9 months, we see that this particular candle of July is a big bullish candle and it is an engulfing candle. So the July candle where we saw approximately an 8% rise on Nifty, we saw a bullish engulfing pattern forming on the monthly charts where the low and the opening was same and the highest and the closing was almost at the similar level. So hence the monthly chart candle was quite positive. This is the August candle, so we'll not give it any importance because it's just started, right? Now coming to the indicators, if we see, the July month has given the MACD histogram first time a buy trigger, an uptick. If you see here, the June was continuing the fall. Yahan se agar, if we see from 1st of September, the first downtick which we got on the monthly chart was in the October candle. So continuing, there was constantly negative ticks. Each time it was falling. And in the July month, the first time we saw that yes, there is an uptick. So which is again quite a very positive sign based on the monthly chart that the MACD histogram has given a buy, right? Now coming to the weekly setup of Nifty, again, I would like to highlight here the MACD indicator again. Let me just hide this exponential moving average and RSI also. Yeah. So if we look at it very carefully, this time the rally has been quite different. And how can we say this? Look, this on the weekly chart, when the price rallied from 20th December to 10th January, from around 16,000 to 18,000, even then we did not see an MACD at the buy trigger. MACD was still in sell, and it was declining. Again, when the market made a low at 15,500 and rallied up to 18,000 level, the MACD was still declining and it did not give a buy trigger, right? Now, the third time here, when the market has again rallied, making a bottom at from 15,500 levels, and we have not even touched 18,000, the MACD is already in a buy. The weekly MACD is already in a buy. So this clearly is showing the momentum and the overall medium-term trend that is changed. So yes, we can definitely expect a 17,750 levels. Post that, how market is going to behave around this level, we will have to review, and we can expect higher levels once how it breaks or how markets is behaving around this level. Now, this was the broader setup, the medium term setup based on monthly and weekly charts. What about the short term time frame? What is Nifty suggesting, and what can we actually expect from the markets in the upcoming week? So one thing which we need to understand is that the RBI policy is also out. We had a 50 basis point, uptick on the RBI. It increased repo rates 0.5%. Now, looking at the chart structure first, before going into any indicators, yes, we know that all the market is, Nifty is trading above all moving averages. That is for sure. So hiding them again. Now, if we look at here, first time from 27th July, in fact, we have had a negative bearish hanging man candlestick formation on the daily charts, which we had actually not got. In fact, if we look at the rally from here, where it started from 20th June, we did not really see, we saw routine corrections over here. There was a rally and then we again saw a small correction. Very consolidated correction over here. Okay. And then again we saw a rise, and then again a very structured pullback was what we saw on the markets. Again, a structured pullback, and twice the length we actually went up. Again, there was a fall, right? A structured correction, and again we saw a phenomenal run. So this was the entire month of July. Now, first time, if you see, we have seen a bearish candlestick pattern which was not there in this entire move. Number one. Number two, there was a sell-off, and again markets recovered. And on today's trading session, market actually didn't do anything, and we have an inside candle with a doji kind of a structure. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Okay. Yeah. So thank you. Right. So there is an inside bar with a doji kind of a structure, which is clearly telling me that yes, the momentum has slowed down. Because why at all did we see this? In fact, if I have to look at my smaller term time frame, which is the 125-minute chart, we see a small negative divergence on the RSI. Can you see this? I will zoom this. So there is Nifty is making higher highs and RSI has started making lower highs. So this is clearly indicating a slowdown in momentum. And if I have to get more reasons, India VIX has increased from a 16 level to 20 levels. So definitely the momentum has increased. Looking at the derivative data and on the charts, there has been maximum call writing taken place and the maximum call open interest standing at 17,500 call. So definitely 17,500 call acts as a very important resistance and probably a level beyond which you can still go aggressively longs for this level, which is 17,750 levels, right? So yes, markets momentum has slowed down. We have to be very cautious, and the downside, is more. However, stock specific actions will stay, but on Nifty, if the low of the hanging man is broken, which is 17,160, we might see 17,000 levels and this important base, which is the 16,750 levels. So this is probably, we can take the base of the entire August as a big support where markets can test. And currently 17,500 is the resistance line beyond which we can test a 17,750. Am I clear to everybody? With respect to how Nifty is, what we can actually expect in Nifty, right? Now, coming to the next index, which is the Bank Nifty. Yeah. So Bank Nifty, again, starting from the monthly. Now, Bank Nifty has been an outperformer uh, from the beginning vis-a-vis Nifty. Bank Nifty has been outperforming, and in fact, first let me show you a chart where I have plotted Bank Nifty versus the Nifty. And if I look at the daily chart, this is the ratio chart of Bank Nifty versus Nifty. And there has been a big pattern breakout on this. It tested, it went up, and now it is again slowing down. So overall, yes, if this pattern is play, banks are expected to outperform Nifty in the coming few days. But looking at the standalone Bank Nifty chart, again, yes, monthly charts are bullish. This is the monthly chart. We had a good July candle and it is again trading above the high. So it's been great. We saw approximately a 6,000 points rally on the Bank Nifty. Coming to the weekly chart, yes, the support levels are maintained. Each time Bank Nifty goes down, buying is emerging, and we are constantly having higher weekly candles on Bank Nifty as well. If we talk about the indicators, yes, RSI is trading above 50 on the weekly chart, so it's going great. The MACD is in buy mode, and this week also it has given a higher uptick, the histogram, which is positive. So overall, the larger trend of Bank Nifty also remains up. But over here, again, the momentum is clearly slowing down. We had a fall off on Thursday, and again we have a doji kind of a structure on Bank Nifty as well. If we look at the shorter time frame, yes, there was on the shorter time frame there was buying recovery, and if you see there's a hammer kind of a candle over here after this big fall, and then there was again an inside bar here, and then there was a follow-up buying. So 38,200 will be an important resistance on Bank Nifty, beyond which we can test 38,700. Now, how did I come to 38,700? This is the previous swing high, 38,700 levels, which Bank Nifty may eventually test once we cross this level, which is 38,180. On the hindsight support, we can test 37,000 will act as a very important support on Bank Nifty, and below 37,000 we can see 36,265 as an important support. So these were the two important indices, Nifty and Bank Nifty. If I have to talk about sectors, the IT sector looks good. The real estate, capital goods sector, the real estate sector is also looking quite promising, right? So this was a few broader market perspective from my side. There are a few stocks which I would like to cover. in today's session. So the first stock which I would like to talk about would be ICICI Pru. I'll just open that. Now, ICICI Pru has given a great breakout on the daily charts. Multiple swing highs has been crossed, and it's accompanied with high volume. So the breakout looks quite promising and a genuine one. If I have to plot my averages, so it trades above the 200 EMA and all the short-term moving averages also. The RSI hits a fresh high. If you look over here, each time the swing top was made, it did not enter the oversold zone. And this time, when the breakout is actually seen, it hits a fresh high and it breaks that resistance, which is a positive sign. So RSI is in the favor of bulls. And if we look at the ratio chart, again, the ratio chart gives me a breakout showing that the momentum is here to stay. So if we talk about the levels, 560 rupees will be the first important support. So any pullback towards this level can be used as an opportunity to make positions in this stock. And next important support will be 549. Resistance, if I have to talk about resistance, the important resistance will be 600 and 620 on this stock, right? Next stock which I would like to cover will be EIH Hotel. Now the entire hotel industry and the tourism sector has been doing very well in the past few days, in the last week, whether it was Indian Hotel, whether it was Orient Hotels, EIH, Lemon Tree, it did fabulously well. Delta Corp, Wonderla Holidays. So this entire sector has done quite well in the last week. I would like to talk about EIH Hotel. First, let me just show you the chart pattern and setup. So if you look here, there was a good pattern breakout on EIH. We had a phenomenal run, and then there was a flag-like consolidation over here with absolutely low volumes, which is a perfect flag-like structure. And then we had a breakout over here. So EIH Hotel has seen a flag breakout, and if we have to actually test this, this resistance, the high of this candle and this candle, both 158. If it crosses above 158, we see a follow-up buying to these levels, which is 170. If we have to talk about support, the important support will be 151 and 147. Okay. The next stock which I would like to talk about will be Manappuram Finance. Gave a great move today. Now, Manappuram Finance, if I have to plot, you see there is again a grounding, nice pattern breakout with volume. The breakout was there. And then we had a typical 3-candle pullback, which is like a textbook style pullback. And from the pullback, we saw a follow-up buying with triple the volumes what it had seen during the breakout. So this definitely see that the smart money has flown in onto this stock. And this stock has made a bottom. So yes, if I have to talk about this support, 9,900 rupees is the support. The risk reward looks fabulous in this stock. Immediate resistance 112, and post 112 we can test 120-23 levels on this stock on Manappuram Finance, right? If I have to talk about the indicators, the RSI is positive, MACD is already in the buy mode, right? And if you see the short-term RS is positive and above the zero line, which again, and the 55 period RS is also above zero. It's gone above zero, which is again very positive. So yes, The momentum is there. Stock specific actions are here to continue. So Manapura Finance looks quite promising. The next stock which I would like to talk about will be Prince Pipe. Prince Pipe Fittings. So Prince Pipe Fitting, again, a similar structure. Let me just plot the moving averages for you. And if you see, it is right at the 200 exponential moving average with volumes, and there has been a breakout. Now, when do I confirm that the volume, this setup is a genuine breakout? Only when the high of Friday is crossed, that is today, which is 643, because the moment it crosses 643, it starts trading above my exponential moving average also, and the breakout is confirmed, because this level which it has broken out was a very, very important zone. It was multiple supports which turned into resistance, and that it gave a breakout with volume. But further on confirmation, only above the high of this candle, the moving averages converge. That is a positive sign. And if we look at the RSI also breaks out and is showing positive triggers. So Prince Pipe overall looks quite positive. So to conclude, nothing much. That market might be volatile with a bearish bias in the upcoming week. We need to be careful. Stock specific actions will be there, so we can focus on stock specific actions. And I'm sure if you guys are club members, StockEdge club members on StockEdge Social, you are getting a lot of stock ideas by various experts. So you can take help from that to place your positions in the market, right? So I would like to invite Kaushik to take up the next session, right? Thank you so much, and I'm Shuchi Rumta. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suchi. So we'll do some sectoral chart analysis, and I'll show what I'm looking at the sectoral charts.
स्विंग ट्रेडिंग है मेरे को कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि आपने जो स्टॉक्स बताया स्विंग एक इंटरनेट स्विंग मीडियम टर्म स्विंग.
Right. So the charts which Suchi has shown are for swing trading. So I hope the screen is visible. Is my screen visible? Okay. So we'll go ahead with the chart analysis. So I'll start with the sectoral charts. Right. So I've plotted all the Renko charts. And what we are looking at is if the price is trading above triple moving average. So to my left hand corner, left side screen, left side corner, top right, top left corner, there's a longer term time frame. Right side corner, 1.5% is medium term, 0.5%, which is left bottom, is a short term time frame, and the right side bottom is a relative strength chart. Right. So what we are looking at is if the price is trading above triple moving average, it is bullish. If price is trading below triple moving average, it is bearish. Right. That's the simple concept. And we'll also check the ratio chart if Nifty is up, if the sector is outperforming Nifty 50 or not. Right. So this is what we are going to check now. Right. So Nifty consumer durables price is trading above triple moving average on 1.5% and 0.5. So medium term and short term it is bullish. Nifty healthcare, the short term time frame is bullish here, right? And on medium term time frame it is somewhere near resistance price, and it is also underperforming Nifty 50. So in market condition like this, you should not take bullish trades in this sector. This is what it is indicating now. So oil and natural gas, it is bullish. So now Nifty 50. Now Nifty 50, interestingly, on a longer term time frame is bullish. So if I open 3% chart of Nifty 50, which is a long term time frame, and it is bullish, it is trading below triple moving average. On medium term moving average, it is also above triple moving average, and in short term time frame, it is also triple moving average, right? So as of now, overall trend seems to be bullish, right? So overall, so I'm only talking about the trend. So trend is bullish. Then Nifty Auto is bullish. So when I say bullish, that means that you can take some position. You can start building swing position. So whatever I'm checking is a swing move. Right? And Nifty Auto is also outperforming Nifty 50, and it is bullish in all three time frames. Nifty Bank is bullish, and Nifty Bank is also outperforming Nifty 50, right? So if you check the ratio chart, it is trading above triple moving average and gave a breakout. That means if markets are bullish, Nifty 50 will start outperforming. So you can keep a close watch on the constituents of Nifty Bank. Nifty CPSC is bullish, all time frame trading above triple moving average. So long term, medium term, and short term, everything is bullish. Nifty commodities, everything seems to be bullish, all time frame, but it is only underperforming Nifty 50 as of now, but the trend is bullish. Nifty consumption also, everything is bullish on all three time frames. So any sector which is outperforming or which is bullish on all three time frame uh, are the sectors where you can trade breakouts, you can trade momentum, right? So you can again identify stocks which are outperforming this sector. So you'll get a super outperforming stock with very good momentum. Nifty Energy is bullish, all three time frame trading about triple moving average. So if you see, majority of sectors are bullish now. FMCG is bullish. The long term time frame is bullish. The medium term time frame is bullish. The short term time frame is also bullish. Just that it is right now in context, it is underperforming Nifty 50, but it is near taking dynamic support. Right, this is what it is. So you can look at some stocks in FMCG sector as well. I was looking at Britannia, the stock I'll discuss now. So Britannia is a stock which is in my radar. Nifty Financial Services is extremely bullish, right? On long term time frame, medium term, everything seems to be bullish here. Nifty IT is bullish. No. Nifty IT, if you see on medium term time frame, it is on moving average. That means the sector is consolidating. And if Nifty IT crosses 29,817, if it crosses 29,800, then you might see some bullish action in IT, right? So IT is a sector which is bottoming out, right? So if you're looking at building some positions, long positions in Nifty IT for a swing trade, this is going to be a good time. Infra is bullish. You have MNC. So Nifty MNC is bullish. So if you see on long term time frame, medium term, short term, everything seems to be bullish, and it is on ratio chart also, it is above triple moving average, which is again a healthy sign. So on StockEdge Club, I gave a call of Siemens. So even if the markets are falling, this stock was high somewhere 2% or so, right? Because the sector is performing right now. It is bullish. So Nifty Media, moderately bullish, not very. Nifty Media is a sector which I generally avoid because I don't get good stocks, and there are only a couple of stocks which are, I mean, they have good liquidity and are good for trading. But Rest I avoid trading this sector in F&O. Nifty metal bullish, everything seems to be good. So 3% chart about triple moving average. This 1.5 percent, which is medium term, is also bullish. So yeah, PSC is bullish. So I guess if you see, majority of sectors are bullish right now. PSU sector is also bullish. I guess when this is an interesting observation that I had, is when all the sectors are bullish, all the sector are bullish and are in brick column, green brick का column में, ठीक है, then there's a higher chance that the markets will start taking a pullback, right? So now I've seen majority of sectors. You should keep a close eye on pharma stocks, right? So pharma is interesting. The long-term time frame is near the dynamic support, and on 1.5% chart, this is somewhat it will go above triple moving average because the higher time frame is at support. So we'll start creating bottoming out patterns. And if you see, we have started on 1.5% chart. We have started moving higher, took a dynamic support, and now going higher. So in a short-term time frame, pharma has somewhere started uh, moving upwards. So I guess any bullish trade in pharma sector would be interesting. Private sector interesting. So I have, from private sector, I have Axis Bank in my list. So if I get a good risk reward opportunity in Axis Bank, I'll go long in Axis Bank. So we'll check that chart also. Nifty Realty is a stock, is a sector which is at a very interesting place. So the long-term time frame is bullish, mid-term is bullish, and the shorter-term time frame is at dynamic support, right? So any realty stock that you should keep a close watch on is DLF. So, and we'll check all the stocks that I'm suggesting. We'll check the charts also. Service sector, okay, bullish. Okay, I guess we have completed the sectoral analysis, and we have found that majority of the sector are bullish, right? When majority of sectors are bullish, it's a overbought condition, right? So during the overbought condition, it is advisable to keep uh, your position light, right? That should be your first intention. So let us check some stocks. So let us go to pharma sector because it was bullish and at a support. So let us try and identify if we can get a trade there. So about India, nothing seems interesting. Alchem is at an interesting place. Oro Pharma, Biocon, Shipla. So now if you see, Shipla is bullish, right? So it is moving higher. Shipla is bullish. Divis Lab is at interesting place, right? So if you see Divis Lab, and if you see here, it is a dynamic support, right? So this is a place which is a dynamic support on a very long term time frame, right? And if you see on a medium term time frame, the stock has started creating a higher bottom. So this is a higher bottom, right? So it's a very interesting condition. So it has higher chances that it can move upwards. So Divis Lab is something that you can keep in your watch list, but the entry has not matured yet. Dr. Reddy was in my radar and I'm keeping a close watch because I could sense that it is bottoming out, but I don't know. So my setup is yet to get formed, but good stock to keep in radar. Mm. Okay, so now Sun Pharma is at a very interesting place. So if you see here, this was the first stop. From here, it has taken this resistance. So this was the previous resistance. Again, it has taken this resistance. If price move toward moving average, and if you get a green brick here, right, that will be a very good position to go long in Sun Pharma. So whenever the entry matures, right, I'll post it in StockEdge Club. So if you're a member there, you'll be able to get the chart. Torrent Pharma also looks interesting. It also looks interesting, and Zydus Life. Okay, okay. Let me show you Axis Bank as well. Why I've kept Axis Bank in my radar. So if you see on 5%, it has taken a dynamic support. On 3%, it has created a double bottom, and this was a demand zone. And on a very short term time frame, this is the double bottom it has created, took a dynamic support and went higher. So it's a very interesting location, and on the ratio chart as well, it is at a very interesting place. So from our analysis, we have seen that Bank Nifty might outperform Nifty 50 based on the chart that we have, the ratio chart, what ratio chart is suggesting. Out of which, if I have to select a stock, I would select Axis Bank because of this combination. So this from my side, and let me okay, we were also going to check DLF. So let me check DLF from reality and identify if there is any trade setup there. So DLF is bullish, and the entry is about to get mature, right? So it's at a very interesting location where it has given the previous breakout. This was the previous breakout, and now it is coming towards this moving average, which will be again confluence of dynamic support as well as a horizontal support. So these are the trades that you should not miss. If it gives a brick reversal, right, the price starts falling and then you get a green brick here, right, then it will be a very interesting place, right, because it will be combination of dynamic support and horizontal support, right. So this is going to be an interesting setup. Let me see some charts. Nifty IT was bottoming out, so let us see how IT sector stocks are doing and what are they doing. So, so if you have any questions, I'll take those questions also. Nothing to worry. Just a second. Okay. So let me see Coforge. So Coforge, if you see, it is completely bullish right now. So it is at dynamic support, creating a breakout, right? So on 3% chart, it has double bottom, and on 1% chart, it is interesting, right? So this is going to be interesting. So Coforge, you should keep it for long position. So so I guess there are few of them who are asking me what are these four charts for. Four chart we are checking, these are Renko charts, and what I am checking is a long term time frame, a medium term time frame, a short term time frame, and this is a relative strength chart, right? It is a division, right? So these are the three time frames. I'm checking whether which time frame uh, I mean, I'm doing a multi time frame analysis. So it's similar to checking a monthly candle, weekly candle, and daily candle. So this is what we are doing, right? So Coforge is bullish. You should look for entry in Coforge. HCL Tech is at very interesting location, right? So HCL Tech also is good. Infosys I was tracking, and if you see, Infosys has given this breakout. This is the breakout Infosys has given, and it is running. So yes, Vineet, all charts are daily, all daily time frame charts. LTI is bullish. So if you see, price has created a double bottom here. So this is the double bottom, and it has taken dynamic support also and moving higher. So LTI is also a very interesting at a very interesting setup. At LTTS amazing. So again bullish. Mindtree bullish. So if you see all the ratio charts, if you keep checking this chart, see this is trading about triple moving average. Okay. So all IT stocks are trading triple moving average. So if I go here, I go LTTS, okay, it is below triple moving average, but LTI is above triple moving average. Infosys is on triple moving average, right? So majority of stocks in IT are at dynamic support and are trading above triple moving average. That's a very interesting thing. TechM is also a good trade. Wipro looks interesting. So I guess somebody is asking me Balkrishna Industries from long time. So let me go and check Balkrishna Industries. So Balkrishna Industries is consolidating, right? So let the stock come out of consolidation. Right now it is consolidating, right? Let me check. Okay, I'll take the last request, which is Tata Motors. Is it Tata Power? Okay, let me check Tata Power. And so Tata Power is at interesting place. I mean, if you're holding this trade, it's good trade because it is outperforming Nifty. It is about triple moving average, right? So and on 1% short-term time frame, it has given the breakout, retest, and everything, right? So it is going good, right? So now I'll welcome Devinder sir to join in, and that's all from my end. Thank you everyone for joining in, and I'll pass on the session to Devinder sir, and I hope you have a interesting trading week. Yeah. So thank you everyone. Devinder sir, over to you. Uh, Devinder sir, you will have to log in. Devinder sir, over to you. Uh, you can take it over from me.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, you're audible. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so sorry guys, like this is for the first time for me. So yeah, uh, I'm not sure like if my screen is also visible or not.
I guess you'll have to share. So it's the third option from the top.
Okay, is it visible now?
No, not right now.
Now?
No, we are not able to see your screen.
Mm, Is my screen visible now?
Not visible.
Oh, I'm not sure. Like,
Go to the third option. Uh, you can click there. It will ask you which screen you want to share. The third option, there will be two screens.
yeah, I clicked
Like,
on third option, but it's not showing anything.
yeah, now the screen is visible. There's a pink screen.
Yeah, okay, okay, cool. So, is it visible now?
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay,
can go ahead.
thanks. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, first we'll go through like how indexes are placed and how I mean Nifty is at what level. So let me put Nifty future chart maybe. Yeah. So if you look at this Nifty future chart, so right. So before I go there, let me explain like how any price structure works. So Nifty or any stock, it moves in a fashion of like 3 to 8 weeks. So either the move will be of 3 weeks or it will be of 8 weeks, and after that like a base formation generally starts. So if you go back in time and probably if you see whenever the breakout has happened. So let's take an example of 2018, right? So generally, like after 8 weeks of move, you will see a stalling, or you will see a reversal, or you see a base formation. So if you look at this particular time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So after the breakout, Nifty has moved in a fashion of 8 weeks, right? So this is kind of one fractal which is in place, right? So if you look at this area also, right? So here also like kind of a base formation happened, then a breakout happened, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So after the eighth week, like a consolidation started happening, or we saw some kind of a reversal, right? So this is how any fractal work. So most of the time, like it will be 3 to 8 weeks, and after that we see that momentum is somehow basically it's a pause. So after 8 weeks of move, generally a base formation starts. So either it will be of 3 weeks or it will be of 8 weeks. So if you look at the current move which started in the month of June, so we are closely reaching towards the eighth week. So next week is going to be kind of a crucial week, because we are here at a trend line resistance also. And yeah, if you look at mid cap or small cap charts, right? Yeah, so mid cap is also like we are at the this is the line of resistance here. So next week is kind of crucial, and we need to see like if we are breaking out from this range, or if we stall and form another base, or small type of you can say consolidation for next few weeks and then go up, something like this. Yeah. And yeah, generally like if you see how market moves, generally it moves towards the result, I mean start of the season result, sorry, start of the result season, or towards the mid of the result season, because like companies will start reporting their numbers in the month of first second week of the quarter, large caps, and then most of like third, fourth, fifth, and sixth week will be we will be seeing like results from mid cap and small cap. So I mean we already have reached the third week of result season. Like generally results starts from the second week of each quarter, right? So 15th of July or 13th of July, generally the result season started last month. So we will see quite a few earning based moves in mid cap and small cap in next probably a few weeks. And then again, like as the result season ends, then the companies which have reported strong earnings, stocks from I mean those sectors, or from companies which reported a significant higher earnings, or which reported a significant delta compared to quarter on quarter or Y on Y earning acceleration. So those are the stocks like which we will probably track in the second half of the quarter. So generally first half of the quarter, like you'll see a lot of momentum, but it comes with a lot of volatility. But during the second half of the quarter, I mean, it's kind of a dull phase. But the companies which have reported good earnings will see traction in those, those stocks. So yeah, so this is the first part on the fractal. Same structure is seen in the small cap index also. Now, if we come at look at the market breadth, so how market is looking, how, so this is I mean probably list of 100 stocks, and Nifty is just a constitute of 50 stocks. So if you like how broader market has done over the last week, and how they are poised. So if you look at companies which are trading above their 50 DMA and below 50 EMA, so clearly it shows that this confluence which happened in October, it's now trying to it's still like I mean we cannot say that we are into a fresh bull market, but in the month of July, if we see that this crossover has happened, that means the stock which were trading below 50 DMA are now coming down, and the stocks which were trading above 50 EMA, they are moving up. So this is a good sign. We can say that companies are trading now above 50 EMA, comparatively higher, right? So this is the chart, and yeah, so 50 DMA, 50 EMA will tell you a kind of a short to mid-term trend, like probably 2 months to 3 months of a trend. So if you want to look at the broader trend, then we can see like how 200 DMA is poised. So here also we see that the crossover has just happened. So it's another good sign. So if you look at this crossover, right? So things started getting deteriorated when we saw like a crash. A lot of mid cap, small cap stocks went down 30%, 40%. So at that point of time, like we can see this divergence started to happen, and then finally the crossover happened. So now we can see that again the crossover has happened on the positive side. So stocks which are trading above 200-day EMA, and the stocks which are trading below 200 EMA, we can see that this gap is now on the positive side. So this is one good indication. So we can say that if even if like 8 weeks of fractal is played out, then I expect that there won't be any significant sell-off. We may consolidate in a narrow range of 4 to 6%. So generally healthy pullbacks are always between the range of 4 to 6%. So if market is correcting like 4 to 6%, if let's say Nifty has made a high of 17,500, so if it is trading somewhere in the range of 7 into 4 is like, sorry, 17 into 4 is somewhere 68, right? So 700 points to probably 700 to 900 points. So 16,700, 16,800 to 17,500, then it's a positive, you can say, uh, construction. We can say that the Nifty is constructing a positive base of 4 to 6%, and then it will again go higher. So yeah, this is the expectation. But I mean, looking at the very short term, I think we are extended. So whatever trading stocks which we pick next week or probably in next 8 to 10 days, so we need to trade them with tight stops, and we need to probably we need to plan stocks which are pulling back to 50-day moving averages, and which are ahead of the market cycle. So yeah, there are few stocks. So how do I prepare my list? Is I generally prepare my list on every weekend. So then I put those stocks into one weekly watch list, and I track them. So at the end of the week also I track them, like how many of them were showing good move on the weekly chart. So if let's say this stock has moved up to 98 on Monday and Tuesday, but weekly closing is very low at 84, 85, then that's a negative sign. So these squat type of a formation, I'll mark it like the terminology for that. Some people call it as like spinning top. Some will call it as inverted hammer. In price action term, we call it as squat. So any formation like where this closing is towards the lower side of the candle. So if we see like a lot of squats formation at the end of the week, then there are high chances the next week will be kind of volatile, and we might see stocks not following up on the breakout. But if all the stocks which I had put in my weekly watch list last week, they have closed on the higher side, and we are seeing still weekly closings are strong, then there are high chances that next week will also be quite strong, not only for those stocks but for other stocks also. So that's how I do. So this was the list like which I prepared for this complete month, like the stocks which were trading on higher volumes, which gave a strong breakout, then started consolidating in a narrow range, and then again they are seeing the follow through buying. So yeah, we can probably go through this list quickly. So if you look at HSCL, so it has closed very strong. Lemon Tree, another stock like which has broken out on a weekly chart, right? In fact, like it today only it moved some 6%, and day before yesterday it came up with very strong results. So these are the stocks like which I will be interested to trade in next 3 months. As I said, like once this earning period is over, all the stocks which have come up with strong earnings and strong price structure, they will show you the better moves. So after 15th August or probably 20th August, once this earning season is over, we need to target these type of stocks which came up with very strong earnings, and now they're consolidating and breaking out further. So this Lemon Tree is one such stock which I would be interested to trade probably this whole month or maybe early September also. So Arcade this also closed strongly. So this was I mean extended already. So I mean I couldn't plan a buy here. Naveen is another stock like which has broken out and has closed at all-time high this week. So these are few of the stocks like which will give you the direction of the market, like how market is going to play next week. So Ganesh housing finance, this is again very strong looking chart, right? Cup and handle formation on a very small range, right? If you look at just 26% deep pattern. So these are very strong stocks which can which can be a positional buy for midterm also. Yeah, Mahindra CI is another good stock. Look at the volumes, right? So some big people are, putting so much money here. Look at the volumes here. Consistently, like 4 weeks of big candles. Again, consistently buying of 3 weeks. So these are few stocks like which are going to be, leader stock when, for next couple of weeks. So FIAM India, if you look at the volumes here, so very, very strong volumes. So these are the stocks like which I will be interested, and I'll probably plan to trade them in next not exactly like Monday or Tuesday, but I generally keep them in a proper watch list, and I keep on tracking on a weekly basis and on a daily basis to find my pivot. So yeah, I think this is it from my side. If anyone has any questions, we can take that. Do we have any questions? Okay. Okay, so I think, yeah, if we are done, then probably we can close this session. Thanks, everyone.